State board, the main crew of the expedition to the ISS is ready for the exam. The best one. So questions for you. The very first one is what day it is today. I'm at a loss, don't know what to say. Today is the International Radio Day. So there should be no mistakes in communication situations. Questions? Maxim, could you say a few things about the upcoming examination? What do you feel and how's it going to play out? The crew are always trying to get an excellent grade. It's our job. It's the showcase of our abilities, of our knowledge. But everything happens. Sometimes we get good grades, not excellent grades. Sometimes we have to redo the exam. It's an exam. It's a complex thing, a very difficult thing. But we're always ready to go in and perform what we're supposed to do. And we are eager to get good grades with no comment. We'll see you in the evening.
For NASA TV, for Reid, Wiseman, Reid, you're an experienced fighter pilot. You've had thousands of hours of flight time on multiple different airplanes. How would you compare your training now aboard the Soyuz for what's going to be your very first space flight?
This is far more complicated overall. It's 2 years of training to get to the end result of one launch for 9 minutes. And so when you really look at that, each flight in a Navy airplane is maybe a few hours, but you do it routinely. And this is just one shot, and we have to know everything on our own, basically with no help. So it's 2 years well spent.
And for NASA and for ESA, for Alexander Gerst, if you could answer in both English and in German, how do you feel about taking your final exams for your very first Soyuz flight?
Well, today is the last day of my training. It lasted 5.5 years, so I don't think there's many more words that I need to describe that. По-немецки. Ja, heute ist der letzte Tag von 4,5 Jahren Training. Ich denke nicht, dass ich dafür viele Worte gebrauchen muss, wie man sich an so einem Tag fühlt. Großartig.
Maxim, how fulfilled is going to be a work in orbit? How many tasks you are going to have? How extensive is it going to be? It's going to be pretty intensive. I'd say that each flight to the station is different from any other flight, and events are different, but we do have an extensive scientific activity. We have 3 US spacewalks, 3 Russian spacewalks. Progress vehicles will be docking, new US vehicles will be docking, Orbital and SpaceX. We have the ATV vehicle from Europe, so it's going to be a busy schedule. Is there anything new and something appealing to you among the experiments you're going to conduct? As for the experiments, I think the best one for me will be watching my 2 crew members when they get there into space. This will be a really psychologist experiment, the best one. Thank you very much. That's it. Like this. And then like this? Yes. And your shoes.
а не традиционный ход.
What about the non-traditional way? Come on, go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, in that case.
Yeah.
All right.
Поехали.
Все?
Хорошо.
That's it?
Да.
Sure.
Send me email and what time
Dann сказал.
I was like, 7:45. And he said, ну что, или как это? Да ладно?
Да ладно.
And I sent him back.
Конечно.
Вообще, будешь садиться, если положишь, хорошо. Она вот там нормально. Твоя камера?
Is it your camera? No.
See you guys inside.
Кстати, надо это, поговорить, может быть. Ну, потом там надо экономить. Я просто, знаешь, хочу туда, в лифт.
We'll need to talk about this, probably later at Baikonur. I'm thinking about the elevator.
Это будет классно. Что, таких нет всех?
This will be great. To have similar ones? State board, the main crew to the International Space Station is ready for the integrated examination. He's got a lucky hand. We'll take a look. We'll see. If it's too cold, let us know. Will you?
For NASA TV, for Reid Wiseman, how are you feeling on your level of preparation as you prepare to for your first launch into space to the space station in just a few weeks?
Absolutely prepared. Absolutely prepared. It's been a long but enjoyable 2 years for us, and today and tomorrow, really our final tests before we head down to Baikonur, and we're definitely ready.
What are you going to take with you? Anything special to spend your spare time?
At least,
The most special thing is Max and Alex.
at least commander, yeah, and flight engineer.
We do have some books that are already up there from previous crews that have launched, but really I think the thing Alex and I are most looking forward to, the camera and the view down to Earth. I think that's where we'll spend most of our free time.
Yeah, I have memory items from friends and family with me to give me an anchor so I don't forget where I'm from.
What is the most tricky thing in space when you're in space? Like, the most difficult thing.
Well, this is my first flight. I think the most difficult thing is going to be learning how to float and keep everything with you and not let all of your tools and your spare parts kind of fly away from you. I think Max has given us a lot of good advice on that. But we don't use our legs really, so it's going to be a whole new world to learn.
Максим, будете работать блогером?
Maxim, are going to blog?
Сами ваши вопросы.
I don't know. Good question.
Ребята будут, наверное, в Твиттере, да?
I think my colleagues are going to Twitter,
Скорее всего, наверное, тоже
but
может быть.
we'll see. Probably I'll be sending down some short messages.
Oh, of course. They'll be here this weekend. My family will be here this weekend.
Are you going to do something together? Like, together?
Oh, of course. Yeah, we'll spend the weekend together, all of our families. Yeah.
Max, each group of people has unofficial roles. Somebody is the mindful person, somebody is a jester. How are those roles spread out within your crew? He's the leader. He's the commander. Official and unofficial. It's difficult to say because situations are different. In my opinion, our crew is well balanced. And just as it is difficult to say what's more important in your body, the head or the hands, or the lungs or the legs, I think in the same vein, within our crew, sometimes Reid is the leader if he knows best, if he has more experience. Sometimes it's Alex who is the leader because he's got a wealth of experience, for example, in surviving or certain scientific matters. If we were talking about some generic type things such as flight experience, I would probably be the leader. So within our crew, we don't really have a well-pronounced leader, like say in the military. I'm the leader, so follow me. So I think we're very flexible. Flexible. Or emotional. Somebody is the jester, somebody is the mindful, a very cold-blooded person. Something like this. I don't really know. I'd say that the cold-blooded, the mindful person is Alex, and Reid and I are just military pilots. More questions? Is this upcoming flight is going to be markedly different from the other flights? You know, each flight is outstanding in its own way because they're all test flights and nobody ruled this out. And second, each flight brings about things which are unique and happen probably once in the entire space history. We expect everything to be smooth, to be nominal, that everything will be operational, that we won't have many off-normal situations, but no one can predict. But our flight is pretty intensive and very well cut out. And we have lots of experiments, so it's probably of a high degree. And besides, we've got spacewalks. We've got 3 US spacewalks planned, and the Russian segment is going to have 3 spacewalks to outer space. Lots of equipment is going to come, such as new US vehicles, 2 new types, the European vehicle, Russian cargo vehicles. So it's going to be a very intensive and fulfilled expedition. Are you going to do something special, some traditions? Just read something in the web. There are lots of stories about superstitions and traditions. What about yours? We follow the ones that had been set by our predecessors. Good luck to you. Good luck. Thank you very much.
Here, I was going to be over Soyuz, but I probably
Main crew, backup crew. Chair of the state board, the backup crew is ready for the exam. Everybody is ready? Yes, they are. And you're well aware of our program, yes.
Всего было 5 билетов.
We had 5 cards with exam situations. We took out one. We don't know what's in there. It's a secret that is not reported to the crew. Are you expecting some difficult cases that you don't like? No. All of the situations that can occur during an integrated exam have been thoroughly worked through, so there is nothing difficult. What's the most difficult if you occur an abnormal situation that is, say, on the brink of life and death? All of the cooperation items have been worked through and worked out properly. Our cooperation is great, and unless something comes up because of the mock-up trainer, then we'll look forward to our instructors because the trainer is just a machine that can fail. But we'll be relying on our cooperation as in the real space flight. If this is indeed so complex, how much time would you spend on studying all of those issues? I cannot really say that some exam issues, questions are hard, some are easy. We started our training a year and a half ago, so that's enough time to get ready for the flight.
Do you know each other well? Like, did you get a chance to build friendship?
Да, по-английски.
In English.
Know each other very well over the last 2 years. We work together very often, but we also do things outside of work together. And so I joke with Samantha all the time that now she has 2 younger brothers to add to her family.
Do you spend your spare time together? What do you do?
Well, on Sunday all day we spent together studying for this exam. So.
That's all.
Well, we do other things too. We go out to dinner. What else have we done? Yeah. We like to spend time together.
Family dinner.
Yes.
Together.
Yes, exactly.
And the finalizing question. Anton, you're now nearing your second space flight. You have 1 space flight already behind you. Is there any difference between those two? You have a different crew. You are going to be commander again. Well, yes, I was a backup crew member 2 times, but I'm still slightly nervous because this is a new crew and this is another step. And I have like a younger brother, say Samantha, who is flight engineer number 1. So my main task is to prepare the vehicle and to follow the systems, to monitor the operation of the system. So we're going to help each other. It's not that simple, this exam.
Дама в космосе это на продолжительный срок, если полетите, да, это не добавляет сложности в команде?
Well, the fact that you are going to be here, you have males and females, it's going to add a certain difficulty to a long-duration spaceflight. There is no division into female or male activities in space.
Some women things like maybe sometimes you can cry to influence them or something like that.
Can you ask in Russian? What about now some female type behavior, like can you wake up and say, I don't want to do it now, or I'm a bit cranky, so I'm going to cry? We're professionals, so we're not talking about any differentiation between males or females. Maybe at school when kids are small, but we are grown-ups and we're professionals, so there is no place to such a behavior. Thank you.